sharpest edges I've ever seen.
What is up, knife community? This is Blade Love coming at you from the Sharpest Edge, and you are in the man cave. And today I have a video on how to maintain and preserve and protect your display knives or your carry knives. But first I'm going to work on the display. So this will be the display we're working on today. I have been waiting to reorganize my display till I got a few more of the plastic holders for the fixed blades and that, and then I wanted to do some cleaning and reorganizing. So this is the cabinet I'm going to be working on today. So for the light, dirty, and cleaning work, I usually just set up my man cave table here right at my work desk with a nice roll of paper towels, a good matting of paper towel, and my ballast off for wiping the knives down, because this is just general maintenance. If I had to do something a little more hefty, I would take it to the shop and break out the work tools and workbench. So we're good for now, so let's get started. So I'm starting with the first cubicle of the shelves, then I'll move my way down. I have the waiting plastic shelves to go in, and I'm going to move over here where I put the first shelf items, and we'll get started just wiping down the general knives. Now once again, this is just general maintenance. You're going to inspect your knife for operation, make sure there's no rust or corrosion spots, make sure there's no dust on it, and just generally clean it. A great cleaner to use and preservative lubricant is Ballistol. I always recommend this. This does not hurt leather surfaces, wood surfaces, or metal surfaces, and it's a very good preservative. I'm going to use it for just about everything I do. So my first one's the ZT standard knife. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little bit of the Ballistol, and you don't need much. Just wipe the blade down. One stroke, and then just a finishing stroke because you don't want too much oil on the blade. And just observe the blade. Check out if there's any corrosion points. A little bit of dust there, a little bit of dust there, but good to go. No corrosion, and the action's still smooth. Yep. I'll probably end up oiling the pivot points anyway because that's just me, but generally that's what I'm going to do to the other folders that I had in level 1 and wipe out and clean the glass. So I won't bore you with that. I'll be back for level 2 shelf. And I wiped off those knives. I'll be getting to the coins after I take care of shelf number 1 of these knives and get it reassembled. So here we go. Now with the inspection and lubrication and just the general maintenance with the fixed blade, it's relatively the same with both sets of folders are fixed. But again, I use Ballistol because it doesn't hurt leather and it doesn't hurt wood surfaces or the metal surface. So it's safe to use on any of your knives, whether they have wooden handles or leather wrapped handles or Crichton handles or G10 handles or whatever handle you have, it will not affect it. And these guys I'll do the same thing with. I give a good inspection look, and usually storage in my cabinet, which is temperature controlled, is very nice. Doesn't cause any drying or splitting. No corrosion. I'm in a smoke-free home, so I don't do anything like that, and it's moisture-free, so we're good. So I'm just going to do a little bit, and don't worry about the knives under here because they're going to get wiped off anyway, and a little extra Ballistol anywhere doesn't hurt. Light coating. Nice light white. Now for the fixed blades, I like to use and let the Ballistol just stay. Doesn't hurt anything. Lubricates, seals, protects. It's fine. I'm going to do that for the rest of those blades, so I'll be right back. And finally, when I get the knives clean and I start putting them onto the shelves, this is the worst part of it for me because I am so OCD when it comes to centering and getting things the way I like them. So hopefully this shelf 1 will turn out. We'll get rolling on shelf 2 momentarily. So the first shelf didn't turn out too bad. Second shelf was dusted by this thing, and I really owe my wife a big thank you because when I have annoying dust that's just a little bit, not enough for like glass cleaner or anything from the inside, I get to use this little magic rat tail thingy. I have no idea what it's called, fluffer duster, whatever. But it works nice. I got the third shelf decently clean, and I will be working on moving out the fourth one as soon as I go over here and clean this next set of K-bars to go in cubicle 2. K-bar has been a big knife in my family for as long as I can remember. So is Ontario knives and other assorted military knives. So let's get started with that, and I'll show you what happens with the second shelf. And here we are with shelf number 2. Shelf number 1 still there. I didn't move much around. Shelf number 2 is good. Shelf number 3 is open and clear. I'm getting ready to clear out shelf number 4 after I get my big feet out of the way. Be back shortly. So here I am looking at the next mission is the Ontario knives, and I'm running into a problem because I have a couple more knives to introduce, and either some are going to get kicked out of the cabinet and back into storage, or I'm going to figure out a very clever way to display them otherwise. So, let me get these cleaned and we'll see what we can do. Every time I get to the Ontario knives section, I get a tear in my eyes because of their closure. Their M9 bayonet, the M11 EOD knife, the OKC 3S Marine Corps bayonet, first generation MK3 with the nice defined clip point, second generation the Sun, and one of my absolute favorites, the Chimera. Vicious brute as it is. Well, let me get these cleans, get through the tiers, and I'll be right back. So here we are at the first, the second, and now the third shelf is complete. The fourth shelf has been dusted out, and I'm cleaning the rest of the Ontario, so we'll see what happens next. This is going to be an ongoing project because even though I'll have it done, I will probably tweak it every couple of days until I'm satisfied with it. That's just the way I roll. Yep. So here's a closer look at shelf 1. And we'll go down to shelf 2. Shelf 3. And shelf 4, which I'm not quite happy with yet because I don't have enough naval memorabilia. Oh my god. But that's where I'm at so far, guys. So lots of tweaking to come. Hope you enjoyed the video. And take care and have a great day. I'll have some closing thoughts momentarily. So my knife community, I hope you enjoyed the video. It took me, about 2 hours to actually get the job done, maybe a little over actually. And I'm still not done yet because I have my personal table I'm going to take a picture of and probably attach to this video when I process it and upload it. But hey, if you're ever inspecting your knives, you find a little corrosion or a little rust, it's not the end of the world. There's many things you can do. You can upgrade your maintenance. You can make sure that you have special materials around, like a very light 1000 polish. I use semichrome, flits, a couple different ones that do not mar, and I use felt, or I can't think of the other one. I use flannel rag to wipe it on, and be very careful not to remove the actual material. And if this is nerve-wracking for you, please don't do it. Get a specialized knife person that does sharpening and reconditioning, which is always a good idea. But it's all about, what type of knife you carry. If you use it a lot, you're going to have to expect scratches, abrasions, corrosion, rust, malfunctions. It's all part of the game. These are made by man. They're made out of manly materials, and they are subjected to different environments. Whether you are a collector, an avid collector, aficionado like myself, who also has different classes of knives, like what I call display class, and EDC class, and carry class. That my carry class is like, I don't care what happens to it. I just basically use it, and if something happens to it, so be it. But I still keep maintenance consistent on all levels, because I don't want failure in the field or failure of any of my project knives or any of my knives whatsoever. That being said, maintenance is the biggest factor which will prevent failure in the field or failure in general. All right, guys and gals, this makes the video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. This is Blade Love coming at you from the Sharpest Edge, and I'm going to need a drink after cleaning these things. Anyway, you all take care, and I am out for now.
You got the sharpest edges of everything.